Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
Yeah, I loved, actually, even on Fox News yesterday, did you see Kevin McCarthy was whining and blaming Democrats again?
I saw that. I was like...
even Fox News was like, what? How is it Democrats' fault? I mean, they're so pathetic. They're such
As if they
whiny little bitches.
Democrats.
He's like, well, we're here because the Democrats joined with the Republicans. I mean, seriously, are you kidding me? Why? Not one Republican voted for Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
I love, did you see Nancy D'Alessandro Pelosi, mistress of all she surveys? Did you see, she's right before she went into, they were asked her for a comment in the hallway. She's like, well, it seems like Republicans are learning how to do math. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the shade that the Empress gives. It's fantastic. Oh, do you have her? I think we have. Oh, she was on Joy Reid. That was fantastic. Yes, 14. Why not? Yes.
Mr. Jordan and his friends do a real disservice to their members on the Republican side to call upon them once, maybe more, we'll see tomorrow, to vote for such a person for Speaker. They're going to have to answer to their conscience, to their children, to their own legacy for doing something so disreputable.
Chris, who said, I think they're taking lessons in mathematics and learning how to count? Who said that?
Jane Jetson.
No, I just said before. Nancy Pelosi. I just said Nancy Pelosi said it yesterday.
I used Jane Jetson on Monday.
Oh, okay. All right.
Great minds.
He wasn't
Great
here.
minds.
Yeah.
I wasn't here. I don't listen
Lindy
when
Lee.
I'm away from the show.
I do. I listen when I enjoy the show much more when I'm not here, as do most people.
All right.
Wait, what? Okay, Lindy Lee tweets, Republicans privately say Jim Jordan is atrociously unfit, but publicly support him. They privately note Trump is unhinged, but publicly kowtow to him. They privately marvel at how capable Biden is, but publicly smear him as senile. They privately bemoan J6, but publicly dismiss the attack as a normal tourist visit. A circle jerk of sniveling cowards. Thank you, Lindy. Okay. Oh, this was my favorite moment. Aaron Rupar said, yikes, Stefanik is jeered by Democrats when she mentions Jim Jordan's background on the wrestling mat. Maybe best not to bring up wrestling.
Yeah.
Just a whole
Right.
another. Yes. Okay, one more. Nancy Pelosi.
Now, for some of them, it's a good match. Some of them are just right in there with them. But for some of them, you could just see this has to be very painful for them. We're rather thinking we don't agonize, we organize. Mm-hmm. We have to get going for the next election. Think of how recent it was when Kevin had 15 votes to become Speaker. It was 10 months ago?
Yeah.
Well, in that period of time, pretty soon, we'll have Hakeem Jeffries, and we'll be voting for him.
I just always picture her putting on the sunglasses.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
the building blowing up behind.
Yeah.
With the fabulous red coat on. Okay, one more.
This other person that they're nominating, Jordan, doesn't have any legislation. No legislature. Never passed a legislation. His big bill is to criminalize a woman's right to choose.
Yeah.
With no exceptions.
Right.
With no exceptions. The harshest possible position. Again, not accepting results of the election.
Yeah, and last one, Nancy Pelosi. Speaker.
Voting, again, you just see these people voting for him when he voted against disaster assistance, when fires came to their area, when storms and hurricanes that's why you see some people voting against him from New York. But there are many others who are voting against the interest of their constituents because you know why? The instigator of the insurrection, Donald Trump, has asked them.
Oh, God. Yep. Okay, one last one. Chris, who said, so one of the most powerful forces in conservative politics, a network that paid nearly $800 million to settle a lawsuit about its own involvement in the coup, is bullying individual members for Donald Trump and Jim Jordan so the coup team can get back together.
Cosmos Space League.
No, that was Chris Hayes, very accurately said that.
I think that was an excellent.
Yeah. Did you see? Yeah, they were getting anonymous bullying texts. Even the wives of some congressmen were getting bullying.
Yeah.
And it looks like it backfired. A lot of them that got them said,
don't do
screw
that.
you, I'm not voting for Jordan.
That's not the way you do it.
Yes.
I think Mr. Spacely and Chris Hayes are about the same height.
Are they?
Yes.
That's a very lame excuse for a horribly, horribly wrong guess.
I think it was
once
Prussian.
again. Sahil Kapoor says the Senate just unanimously agreed to fill committee slots vacated by Dianne Feinstein, perhaps most significant, LaFonza Butler, who is, the
The
new
replacement,
senator.
yeah.
Replaced Feinstein. Fills the empty Judiciary Committee slot, and Democrats regain their majority on a key panel. Biden's judicial nominees can now move without GOP support. Wow. What has happened? Do you think they were so embarrassed of their House colleagues they decided to do one decent thing in the world? I don't know.
I'd like to know the reasoning behind
Yes.
that.
So would I.
I don't
It's
know.
unexpected.
We need an explanation when Republicans do anything normal.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm reading here is Butler confirmed that she was assigned to Judiciary and Banking, Housing and Urban Affairs, and Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs committees, and the Rules and Administration. She's on a lot of committees.
Wow.
Okay. Hello, Karen in Chicago. Speaking of rays of sunshine.
Hello.
Hello.
Listen, I think, we need to be on high alert because if the Republicans do something good or the right thing, what are they going to do next?
Right, there's a
Right.
catch.
That's what I want to know.
What's the catch? Yeah.
There's always. I would just like to say, Steph, this whole thing, the people suffer. Who benefits from chaos, division, and war?
Yeah.
It's the leaders. Netanyahu isn't the Israeli government any more than George W. Bush and what he did was the U.S. government.
Well, not if the Israeli
and
people have a say. He's not going to be their
Yeah, I don't
government
think
much
he's gonna-
longer.
yeah.
Right, exactly. And Hamas, the leaders of Hamas have tons of money, and they're safely in Qatar.
There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.